Do you get emails, messages, or inquiries from potential photography clients and all they ask for is pricing? Don't worry, you're not alone. This happens to everyone. But today I'm going to show you 3 ways to eliminate the annoyance of price shoppers for good. I'm La, and I'm a boudoir photographer and business and marketing mentor, helping creatives turn their passion into profits. On this channel, I share tips, tricks, and hacks to having a wildly successful and profitable photography business. So we've all been there, feeling frustrated with inquiries who are just asking for pricing. But if we reframe how we're looking at that, I think that you're going to get a little more insight that will take away that frustration and help you understand how to avoid the annoyance of those pesky pricing questions for good. When someone asks for pricing, it doesn't actually mean they are a price shopper. Wait, what? How is that? Think about it. Have you ever gone to an event where you were meeting new people? Maybe it was a work event, a charity event, someone's birthday party, or a wedding where you really just didn't know a lot of people there. So what is the number one question that everyone asks each other when they first meet in a situation like that? Think about it, you're gonna know. So what do you do? Yep, if you didn't realize that, start listening from now on, because it comes up a lot. But the real reason for this question is it's just an icebreaker. It's used in a somewhat uncomfortable situation where you don't know a person well enough and aren't sure what questions to ask other than that exact habitual question that everyone asks. It's kind of like the least scary thing to do. So when people inquire about your photography services, they don't know you typically and are going to go with what most people ask out of habit: how much does it cost? They just don't know the right questions to ask, like how does the process work? What services do you offer? Do you offer indoor or outdoor shoots? What's your expertise? What makes you different? And how can you serve me better than other photographers? So it's up to you as the professional and as the expert to understand this and guide the conversation so that they get the actual information that they need to make an informed decision. Here are 3 ways to eliminate the annoyance of price shoppers forever. Number 1 is just to be more understanding. People shop on price to protect themselves, and because they just don't know any better. We've all been burned before and aren't fond of being sold. So we try to avoid it at all costs. I really have to giggle when I'm coaching photographers and they complain about price shoppers because when they were searching for help with their business, the first thing that I get asked a lot is, so how much is your coaching? How much is your services? Not what benefit am I going to get, but how much does it cost? I understand that they're just trying to protect themselves and their investment, and most likely they just don't know the right questions to ask. My point is, when you put yourself in the same situation as your potential clients, if you can feel what they're feeling and understand what they're thinking, what their fears are, what their objections are, then you can create messaging and conversations to educate and serve them from a place of understanding and not from a place of frustration. So here's part of a second or third reply from my inquiry scripts that I give my private clients that works every time to help you truly understand if the person is a price shopper or not. So this is just part of it, but it says, but if you're shopping on just price, I'm probably not the photographer for you. If you're shopping for and value attention to detail, quality, and expertise, I'm your girl. Remember, people just don't know any better, and this reply works every single time. Number 2, do you want to eliminate that pricing question coming up immediately altogether? Don't include a message box option in your contact form on your website. This allows you to start and direct the conversation from a place of power. So whoever is asking the questions is the person who holds all the power. if you put that box on your website, they get the opportunity to ask what pricing is first, and they become the one asking the questions. So my very first reply to any inquiry, since I only ask for a name and email, is, "Hi, first name, I'm so thrilled you found me and I'd be honored to do your shoot. Did you have a special date or time frame in mind?" And then my signature. So this makes it so I'm the one asking questions and directing the conversation and coming from a place of power. Also, the psychology behind this reply is, I'm super excited to serve you, but I'm busy and I'm an in-demand photographer. What is your time frame so I can see if I can even fit you into my calendar before we go any further? Can you guys see how powerful this is? It's very subtle, but it changes the entire energy of the conversation. So to get rid of the pricing question from coming up immediately for good, just take off the message box so you can come from a place of power and direct the conversation. The third way that you can get rid of price shoppers forever is to realize that not every inquiry is your ideal client. Knowing exactly who your ideal client is and how everyone has different value patterns is so important. You can also eliminate a lot of price shoppers just through your marketing or how you're attracting your clients. Where you market or advertise, who you're targeting, and what your marketing message is super important in order to attract the right type of clients. You have to understand who your ideal client truly is and what their buying behaviors are before you can market or advertise in the right places to the right people with the right message. If you're advertising to price shoppers, which a lot of people do because they try to go with the free marketing route, you're going to attract a lot of price shoppers. If you run a lot of giveaways or specials or mini sessions, then you're going to be attracting people who are price shoppers and who are looking for just that. So you have to be really conscious of who your ideal client is and how you're attracting people to your business. Here's my aha moment of who my ideal client was. And it didn't actually happen until about 5 years into my photography business, which took me a while, obviously. So I had a consultation and the clients get buzzed into my gate when they get here. So I knew she had arrived. So I looked out my studio window to make sure that she found the parking spot okay. And I saw this beat up, like rusting car with its bumper hanging off, but it was duct taped on, but it was still about to fall off, park in front of my studio. And my first thought was, oh my gosh, this is so not my ideal client. Did she not read my pricing, my starting pricing, and the email that I sent her? This is so not going to end well. But she was already here, so I said, you know what? I'm just going to serve her just like a normal client, educate her, and do whatever I can to help her, get what she was looking for. So she came in, we started chit-chatting, and she told me she was a substitute teacher, and that she had done a Groupon boudoir shoot and was not happy with that, and realized that she actually valued art and photography, attention to detail, and quality more than she had initially realized. And she actually spent and put down $1,500 that day without blinking an eye at all. And I literally had an aha moment as she left. I was like, that was like the easiest sale ever. Like, she knew what she wanted and what she was willing to pay for it. And she valued what it was that I offered. And I was like, it's just so funny because I've had people drive up in Range Rovers carrying Louis Vuitton purses with, a lot of money, or at least what seemed to be a lot of money, who have basically told me I was too expensive or tried to Jew me down on price. And it was in that moment that I realized it's not about what people drive. It's not about what purse they carry. It's not about their income. It is truly about a person who values art and photography and the services and quality that I offer within the price range that I need to be in to make the income that I want and make the profit that I want from my expertise. So to recap, put yourself in your potential client's shoes and be more understanding. Remove the message box, I can't even speak. Remove the message box option from your contact form on your website, and make sure that you know who your ideal client is and then market specifically to them in the right places. As always, if you guys found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up to let me know. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. It's either going to be here, or click the red button. And make sure to hit the bell to get notified when I release new videos, when I go live for Q&As, and all the other fun stuff I have in store. I will see you guys in the next video.